See? See, old age is always coming. Please help me to share the link as you are here. Please help me to share the link. So, the only one blessed be is a supreme. We give thanks to the only one, blessed be is, for he has given us a very great privilege to see these days. And these days is pleasant to those who recognize how beautiful is the day. That is just the fact.
Papa, good evening.
Oh, good evening, ma. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
How was your night, ma?
Thank God.
Well, how is the family?
Thank God, we are okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here, ma. Well, so, as I was saying, the only one blessed be is a supreme. Is a great supreme. And the reason why I have to say so is that the only one blessed be created this particular form of body. And he knew that this particular form of body that he has created must be sick. Or he must need some certain things as a stress student in Makut, the present world we are living. So, the only one blessed be he says, I have created uncountable of things that you do not know anything about. But I will send my devoted servants who devote into my service so much to tell you how it functions. And the only one blessed be he says in his word that I have created a lot in Makut, a lot of things that I have created, but you don't understand. He says I have created happiness, I created joy, I created suffering, I created disease, I created sickness, and I share, I give to anyone that I want to give. Then we proceed. I'm going to have a little disturb with you this year. Then we proceed. We proceed. There are a lot of reasons and things that people do not know, which I want to explain about prayer. We learn that a lot of people pray. They pray day by day and say, God, give me bread. God, give me wine. God, give me this. God, give me that. And when they prayed for some months, years, and they see that they could not get what they needed, they say, oh, I don't believe there is God. There is God. But the sixth and the seventh book of Moses make Rabbi to understand that the only one, blessed be, has created 72 agents in Makut, the present world we are living. And these 72 agents that I'm talking about, these are the agents that bear the names of the only one, blessed be. 72 names. Where come these 72 names? As I just says and explain to you, that we have what is called the 10 Sephiroth that talks about the chambers. And this chambers has 10 chambers in it that interlinks to themselves. We can count from the upper side and we can count from the below. But if we do count from the below, then we count the Makut, the present world we are living. Then as a rabbi, I come into a conclusion. And the conclusion that I come to call the Makut, the present world we are living, I call it empty vessel. Empty vessel. It has nothing in it. So, as long as it doesn't have anything, and the human entities, the immortals, desire to resident in this kingdom that is called Makut, it has nothing. But still, it has the access to acquire all the things that all the human entities that resident in it acquire. Now, we have the chamber of Yeshud, as I said earlier. And another chamber here, Nazar. And we have another chamber here, Od. We have another chamber in the middle that is called T-Erit. And we have another chamber here that is called Juvura. And another chamber here, Zid. And another chamber, Okman. And another chamber, Bina. Then the last one is called the chamber of Keter. Then, when the people come into a conclusion to ask, and they says, oh, if God created heaven and earth, where was God living? The only one, blessed be, is as a chamber where he resident before he established Makut, the present world we are living. He resident in the chamber of Keter. This is the chamber. But then, when he was resident here, till these days, this is where the only one, blessed be, is resident. But now, when he decided to say, oh, let me go to Nazar, just the way I told you last time, that the only one, blessed be, is do come to visit eternity, the chamber where the little children resident. The unborn children that comes to Makut, the present world we are living, and their mother do not allow them to enjoy the pleasant world, and their mother decides to terminate them away. Then the children go back to the chamber of Nazar and resident in this chamber. Then the only one, blessed be, is Elohim, that created the entire universe, decided on his own to leave the chamber of Keter and come to the chamber of Makut, the present world we are living, which is Makut. But what purposely bring him? He came for all the purpose of these innocent children that resident in the chamber of eternity. Then he decided on his own that let me look at this down. Let me just take a look. Then he decided, he came to the Makut to see that the Makut has what is called Earth, Moon, and Queen, Rainbow in Makut. Now, Makut do not have anything in it. The chamber we resident here, it don't have anything. We come into a conclusions. Let us take some paper. Stop that. Let us have some paper among ourselves. Since Makut do not have anything useful, then let's make this paper write total number of money, 20, 30, 40, 50, and let's use it as a scheduling of goods by pattern with what the world has created, because it does not have anything in it. That is the number one fact. But now, the major problem we are having is that the people have problems in Makut to achieve a lot of things. Now, what are the problems? The problem is that Makut, the present world we are living, lost the taste of eternity. It lost the taste of foundations. It lost the taste of splendor. It lost the taste of beauty. And it lost the taste of love. It lost the taste of power. It lost the taste of understanding. It lost the taste of wisdom. Then it lost the taste of crown. So all the human entities that resident on earth as a suffering. And between this earth we are living and another Shamba that the only one blessed be has created, there are 72 engines that carry on the assignment of an immortal and the only one blessed beings that carry on the 72 names of the only one blessed beings. But now, the book of Moses, from 1 to 10, make us to understand that all these 72 agents that bear the 72 names of the only one blessed beings has different occupations, has different work they do for them, for different purpose. What are the purpose of number one? The number one, the names of the tetragrammaton, which is the first name that the only one blessed beings bears, rules over them. It is written in Revelation that the stones in our heavenly city are planted in the ground. That the church of Christian is represented by the 12 names of apostle, including the 12 agents, and of them, the names of that his name will not be mentioned. So now, a lot of people have this difficult of the things. When they are praying, they keep on praying and they see that God doesn't answer prayer. And how can we do this? Anybody have any answers to that questions? Anybody? Yeah, Sugar King, proceed.
Papa, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my dear.
Good evening, everyone. So me, it's not that God doesn't answer the question, but God did not answer that particular question because He knows that what the person is asking for that moment is not what the person needs. So sometimes we add God something that He knows that if He give it to us, we will not use it wisely. That's what will make Him to keep quiet, not to answer our prayer at that time, what we ask Him for, from my own understanding.
Oh, your understanding is perfect, my good friend. Thanks for your understanding. But the real fact is that the only one blessed is answer prayer, not when you speak out of your mouth. They are agents that the only one blessed is has ordained to carry on the assignment. When you say, I need this. But there are also, over the 4 quarters of the globe, 4 eye agents. There are 4 IAS agents that occupy each edge of the global world. Now, in the morning, winds, the angel Michael rules over in the morning. So when you want to pray, you should know the names of the Michael. It's just like now, I want to talk to each and every one of you sitting on the panel. I need to know the name of the person who I want to talk to, right? So that I will be able to give answer back to her. Like I saw Sugar K. You say you want to talk. That means I know your name. So if I want to ask you something right now, I cannot go and ask someone else. Then I will ask you by your name. So in the morning, the angel that rules in the morning is called Michael. The angel that rules in the evening is called Raphael. The angel that rules in midnight is called Gabriel. The angel that rules in new day is called Nari or Uri. So, this Uri right now, or Gabriel, you cannot be praying in the hours of Gabriel and be calling Raphael or Michael. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Now, in the evening, when you want to pray, Raphael is in charge of that time, that hours. You need to know that Raphael is in charge of this evening that I want to pray. Now, you do not know the name of the angel that's supposed to carry your prayer to go and deliver. And you started praying. Are you calling upon God himself, the only one blessed be is, to come and rescue you? To come and answer your prayer? How is it possible? So you must know the angels that rules in the morning, the names of the angel that rules in the afternoon, and the angel that rules in the evening, and the angel that rules in the night. That is one. And I explained earlier that the 72 names of the Holy One, blessed be, is also important. And why is it important? The reason why it's important is that each of these angels, some of the angels are called the angel of grace. Some of the angels are called the angel of mercy. Some of the angels are called the angel of emancipation. Some of these angels that are named are mentioned among these 72 names of the Holy One, blessed be is, some of the angels are curse, suffering. Mama Benedicta, please help me to mute yourself. Mama Benedicta, please. You want to pay fine? Mama Benedicta. Mama Benedicta. Mama Benedicta. Please, somebody should help me write on the comment section. She break the rules and regulations. You're supposed to mute yourself if you don't hear what I'm saying. You're supposed to mute yourself even if you don't hear what I'm saying. You're supposed to mute yourself even if you don't hear. Thank you. Live show and Grace Feed. Thank you. Where am I? Okay. So, that is it. Mama Benedicta. So, Mr. Rufus, let me hear from you. Mr. Rufus, good evening. How are you?
Hi, sir. Good evening, Papa.
Good evening.
Fine, sir. Yes, sir. To my own understanding, if someone is requesting, for example, now, maybe I need 20 naira, and I'm hungry. Instead of me to request for money, and I know that you may have the food, maybe I'm not requesting for money. Sometimes what we're supposed to request, we don't know.
Why? Why don't you know? That means anybody who do not know what is supposed to request is a stupid man. is a stupid person.
Sir.
Anyone who do not know what to request at the time he's supposed to make a request is a very stupid somebody.
Stupid. Because some people, what they may need maybe what they may need is slightly different. Maybe it's grace that they need, they may be asking for money. That's why sometimes we're supposed to use wisdom.
Mama Benedicta. Mama Benedicta. Mama Benedicta. Rufus left. Any question? Any question? Any question? No question. Now, since there is no question, as an human entities, you need to understand and know the names of the angels that works in the hours which you want to pray. It is very important because the book of Moses has already explained it from 1 to 10 that you must understand and acquire the knowledge how it functions. So you should not say, let me call upon God. God, bring me bread. God, bring me bread. And you expect the only one, blessed be, which is the Supreme, who created you, to go and help you to fresh bread and bring it to you. That is stupidity. You need to know the 72 names of angels, that bear the 72 names of the only one, blessed be, how it functions is very important for your use. So, you don't have any excuse. You don't have any excuse. We have invocations of the angel, how you can be able to call upon angels. You have angels. If you don't have angels, you will not be able to be remembered in the society. Nobody will remember you when you do not have an angel. So, what are we talking about? So, part of this, the book of Moses, from 6 to 7, talks about the use of Psalm, which we are going to start from Psalm 1. Right now, we are going to explain. The Psalm 1 talks about a woman who is pregnant and have difficulties to give birth to a child. That is the use of Psalm 1. Then, we have different type of messenger of the only one, blessed be, in our society these days, that has to say, oh, my son, you are welcome. We have met with a woman who have a daughter of 13 years old, and the land of the evil that would befall the child. And the woman quickly rushed to meet a pastor and discuss the issue she has with her pastor. And say, Pastor, please, help me to look into this issue. My daughter have little issues. Please, can you help me to solve the problem she has? Then the pastor, who do not know the fundamental source and use of Itura, told the woman, go and get an anointing oil, and when you are coming, please come with Psalm 1. Let us use Psalm 1 to deliver this child. The mother of the child of 13 years old says, okay, Pastor, I will do as you have said. Then they make the prayer with Psalm 1 that is used to conceive a baby. Psalm 1 is used to conceive a baby. Then the pastor took the anointing oil and prayed with the Psalm 1 and give to the woman, and the woman applied the Psalm 1 in the eyes, the face, the appearance of the child. Then immediately the child used that Psalm 1. Her eyes was open. A child of 13 years old. Her eyes was open to say, oh, look at this young man. He's very handsome. Look at this young man. I don't care if he's older than my father. All the child needed right now is sexual intercourse. Because the psalm that is used to conceive a baby has already been applied for her to eat other things. This is a messenger that does not know how to use the psalm. Then the little girl look for a man that will sleep with her. Then the man sleep with her. Then the 13 years old child becomes somebody who is pregnant because the psalm was used in another dimension. That is how we find all the little children of underage, 12 years, 13 years, 14, 15, 16, 17, they become someone who is pregnant because they have applied a wrong psalm and into a wrong use. A wrong psalm into a wrong use. So, Psalm 1 is used for a woman who has a premature delivery or dangerous confinement. That is Psalm 1. So you need to be careful of any pastor or anybody who told you to use any psalm that is not applicable. Now, the holy name that is used, they are holy names. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4 holy names, and the complete ones make it 5 holy names we need to apply when we find a woman who have difficulties to give birth and you want the woman to give birth successfully. So with the use of Book of Moses to heal problem is very, very good because the rules and the regulations is there. How you do it? Do it this way, do it that way, do it that way, and you do it this way. Once you do it this way, before it works. Any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Oh, proceed. Sugarcane.
My question is based on this thing you say on this psalm of Psalm. Does it mean that before we pray, or does it mean that we shouldn't be reading psalm anyhow if we don't know the meaning of psalm?
Yeah.
Because, like example, me, sometimes and I like reading psalm. Sometimes if I get my Bible, I want to read psalm. I do any one that I wish to. I can read it and pray with it. So I want to ask, is it wrong in that manner to be reading any verse of any psalm?
Now, I am not talking about theory, but I'm talking about practical.
Okay.
How you apply it. You can read, but psalm is not our mate.
Okay.
Psalm is not our mate. So you need to be very careful on how the other peoples tell you to use psalm. Not the way they tell you, go and use this psalm, you go and use it. Go and bring water, read this psalm inside. There are some psalm that are used to drive away evil spirits. That is called Yiza'ara. From Psalm 1 to 150, it has different use. Some are for eye problem, some from back problem, some those who want to conceive a baby, some those who are looking for a husband. There are also some that are there for those who want his business to grow. So we have different types. But the book of Moses, he already explained everything to us. He explained everything, how it functions. But the fact is that the human entities, they are too daft. That is just the fact. They are too daft. Let me put it like that. Now, if I am a pastor, you come to me and I say, Nida, Oshikuro, and I pray for you, and I tell you to go. For what other circumstances? What instruction is that? What a kind of instruction? But if you come to Rabbi, I will take my time to look for the problem you have. The Torah also says the same thing. When you read Leviticus, it said the same thing. You read Leviticus, you hear what he's going to say. He explained everything to you. Leviticus tell you how you can do some burning offering, some certain things. He explained. So, this is Torah. Right now, this Torah, we have 1 to 10, 1 to 5 in it. And this is the 6th and the 7th book of Moses, which means from 1 to 7. Now, from the 7, we have the 8, 9, and 10 that make it a completion. Now, this 10 that I'm talking about right now, there are no other things that we are going to use to put solutions to that problem for you than diving into this and look for the specific problem you are having and how we can be able to put solutions to the problem. It's written there. How? So if you come to my chamber, you need to do some certain steps. If you don't do, I don't answer you, then I tell you go and meet your pastor. Go and tell your pastor. When you get to your pastor will lay hands on you. You pray, he pray for you. But if you really want Rabbi to help you, then I dive to it. Why the noise? Then I dive from 1 to 10. Then some foolish people come to my platform, even on Facebook. They say, Papa, why are you lying? It is not up to 10. The book of Moses is from 1 to 7. Where do you see your home that is up to 10? Then I say, oh, yeah, you speak according to your knowledge. I'm a rabbi. I have dived deeper. And one say, oh, hope that says this will happen to anyone who sees it. Yeah? You want me to tell you what I have experienced in my past life? Do you want me to tell you my story? How I become a rabbi? How I become a rabbi? You want me to tell you? Oh. And I say, I will. I will tell you how I become a rabbi. AKA Papa Guru. Then, this is it. Then, as I'm sitting, when any pastor is coming and see Rabbi, is that not Rabbi? Then they run away. Is that? So, all the problems that exist in Makut, all the solution you needed from Makut, is written here. The Torah from 1 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For anyone who needed solutions, we use this. Then you tell me your problem. I dive in it. I tell you, go and get this. Go and get that. Go and get this. Go and get that. It's your choice. Momsy, you are welcome. How are you? But it is your choice. Because there is how the Holy One, blessed be, instructs the humankind on how to get solutions to all the problems that exist in Makot, except you want to become an ignorant. Then the rabbi comes online to teach day by day. It is your choice if you come to listen, to learn, so that you can be able to take this out. The earth, the fact is that the earth, this is the earth where we resident right now. It does not have anything in it. The rabbi decided to call it an empty vessel. It's an empty vessel. A vessel with nothing. All the things he has came from another Shamba upward. This is the Shamba of Bina, where our soul comes from. All the good things, the cars we have, the possessions, the other things that exist in Makot comes from another Shamba. It comes from another Shamba. So, I will be teaching about this day by day, if only I am pleased to teach about it. On how you can be able to get solutions to all the problems. No problem is permanent. All the problems are artificials. But how we can be able to get solutions to the problem is another thing. A pastor cannot say, I just have this Torah. With this, I have this is the Torah is to bring you closer to the Holy One, the relationship between man, the holiness. This is it. But in it, we have some instruction. I tell you now, go and buy this one. You tell me, Papa, no, Jesus Christ don't come. Oh. Jesus Christ don't come share his blood in the cross of Calvary. Like I say you did there that time. Were you there when Jesus came to share his blood for you? Eh? The only one, blessed be, is told you, go and do it like this, go and do it like that. Then you say no. So another part of it is that before all those things, before we can be able to use it, the only one, blessed be, gives to the humankind Mitzvah. Mitzvah. Which are the 10 commandments. So, if you break the rules and regulations about these 10 commandments, it's more than 10 commandments. The total rules and regulations that the only one, blessed be His, has given to us in Makot are 613 COVID law. I repeat again, 613 COVID law. These are the laws that the only one, blessed be His, has given. But anyone who wants to become a master soul must acquire the knowledge of all the things that the only one, blessed be His, has created in Makot, so that the word of his mouth will be able to be full of spirit and life. So without your word being full of spirit and life, there is no how you can be able to deliver, not evil and ants. You cannot. Until your spirit is full of the word of knowledge. Any question? Any question? Live show, you have question? Grace Feed, you have question? She Baby, you have question? Mama Benedicta, you have question? Any other person? That is the fact. Yeah, life should proceed.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody in the panel.
Yeah, good evening, my dear.
Please, my question is very simple. You mentioned about blood of Jesus. I want to ask if in your words, are you saying Jesus come and died, or he did not come to share his blood in the cross of Calvary for us?
I did not dispute the fact that Jesus Christ did not come. Just as I taught last week Saturday, I don't know if any one of you was here when I was teaching last week Saturday. There are different types of gods that exist in Makot, the present world we are living. We have different type of shamba here. We have the shamba of Elohim. We have the shamba of Jesus Christ. We have the shamba of Muhammad. We have the shamba of Krishna. We have the shamba of Gogugita. We have the shamba of Elohim, God. We have different type of shamba. So I cannot dispute the fact that Jesus Christ did not come. Just that the way I obey Sabbath right now, I keep my Sabbath day holy on Saturday. Then you make your own rest day as a Christian on Sunday. So it means my own shamba here is different from your own shamba, because each of these days are taken days. We have 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. Then the 10 Sefirot talks about Ze'apim. And in this Ze'apim is called small face. So one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? You might not see what I'm saying, but you might not see it very well. I'm explaining something to you very well, very important. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, this Sunday right now is called Jivura. This Jivura represents judgment. Am I making sense? So, we have different types of shamba. Another one that follows is Zed, which is love, grace, white, bright arms. So, each of these shamba represents 1 day. And each of these shamba has his own God. His own Elohim, his own administrative, his own judge, his own cabinet. So, different things. They are there. So, have I given you answers to your question? So, have I given correct answers to your question? So, the Muslim worship on Friday. So their Shabbat may be this. The Christian worship on Sunday. Their Shabbat may be this. The Judaism, which is the Jewish, worship another day. Their Shabbat might be this. Yes, proceed.
Yes, Papa, what I ask is, did Jesus come to die for us? Like, did he really come and shed his blood? That's what I asked, because you said something. You said, you there, he said, Jesus came and shed his blood. And then the only one, blessed be, he said, do like this. And he said, he will not do. Were you there when he came? Were you there when Jesus came? So I'm not asking to know.
Then,
in up to the scripture and the holy book.
Now, what I says is this. I says, if the only one, blessed be, says, do it like this, according to what is written in Leviticus. If you tell the Christian will say, no, Jesus has come to die for them. Is that not what I says? Everyone was here? Is that not what I say? Yes or no? Live show, unmute yourself, please. Is that not what I says?
That's what he said. I'm nodding my head, sir.
Okay. If that is what I say, then the question of Jesus Christ, if he comes to die for us, I don't think is a question from me, from my own view. And I have explained to you that there are different types of shamba that comes. Jesus Christ might come from another shamba. Why, as a Jewish, as a Sabbatarian, I come from another shamba, and I am not given the privilege to condemn another shamba. And another shamba has not given me the privilege to condemn my own shamba. So I explained to you, I said Jesus Christ come for those who believe. Then Moses come for those who accept the mitzvah, the commandment. But the Christianity do not accept the commandment, but they accept the grace, because they say they live under grace of Jesus. Then Moses says, no, they don't live under grace, but they live under law. So we have different type of shamba. Then another shamba comes again and says, my name is Muhammad. That his name, the name of his God is Allah. Then we accept him and says, okay, he belongs to this shamba because there are a lot of population in Makut, the present world we are living. So that is it. It's very clear. It's very clear. Any other question? Please, I needed something to drink, like water. Any other question? The people on Facebook, please, I do not know if you are writing on the comment section. Please. Gracefield, proceed, my dear.
Good evening, Papa. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
Papa, there's actually a question on the comment section. Who are the Judaism?
The old Hebrew. But today, the old Hebrew also claim that they are not Judaism. That is the fact. Any other question? Yeah, proceed.
Okay, Papa, do the atheists, do they have their own number?
The Heti,
Or their own chamber is not recognized? Because I'm not hearing talk about them. The atheists.
The Hetis, they have their own Shabbat, Makut, the present world we are living. Then they reincarnated. They become, from a dog, they become a cat. From a cat, they become an ant. From an ant, they become a tree. From a tree, they become a stone. So, the only one blessed be. I'm telling you the facts because they do not believe in any other Shamba. If you do not accept to you have a teacher, Gracefield. Gracefield. If you have a mathematics teacher. You have a mathematics teacher. You have a statistics teacher.
Actually, when I was in secondary school.
Okay. What are the name of your teacher these days?
No, not yet.
Please, can you?
I have economics. I have geography. I have photography.
Okay.
I have mass communication laws. Others.
Now, each of these teachers are human. Are they not human beings?
They are humans.
Okay, they are human. Now, I want to ask a very important question. Now, you have a teacher of economics, which is one shamba. Geography, another shamba. Agriculture, another shamba. Mathematics, another shamba. English, another shamba. Different teachers. Right now, these are 5 teachers that I mentioned. Then, if you pass their exam, this one will promote you, 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 this one will promote you. Then what about somebody who never had one among these 5 you have? What do you think is going to left for him? Will any one of these teachers accept him? If this one did not accept anyone among these 5, then what do you think it's become of this? Are you sleeping, Gracefield? Are you sleeping? Petrol don't finish. Good.
I think it's my network.
Okay. So
I said they will not be promoted.
okay. So the one that accepted this, you accepted this mathematics, English, geography, economics, agriculture. You are the only one who study them. You understand their characteristics, their advantage and disadvantage. Then you have access to any of the chamber to go into their office. Somebody who is not registered to them, can that person go to their office? Can that person? So that person who do not register to them is the FB you are talking about. Then it stays in the Makut, the present world. Then these are the people who reincarnated. They become a cat, they become a dog, they become pussycat, they become stone, they become tree, they become different things that exist in Makut. Even water. Don't you know that the water you are drinking is soul and spirit? You don't know that the water you drink is soul and spirit? So that is the fact. That is the fact. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? No question for the day. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom. May the peace of the Holy One, blessed be with you and your family. And thanks for coming to Sheikh Rabi. I really appreciate you. Thank you, my dear Sugar Cane.